Banger, banger. Good morning, friends. Good morning. It is a beautiful, cloudy, gray, kind of chill, but nice morning here. Good morning, friends. Let's bring it in so I can see who I'm talking to. Let's say good morning. Let's say good morning. Good morning, friends. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We've got Nerd. We've got Bill. We've got Derek Anderson. We've got Herbie. Good morning, friends. Good morning, all my friends. Good morning, Trent. Good morning, Jesus Christ in Australia. Good morning, Jesus Christ. How about that? Let's just do that. Good morning. What is it? 10 p.m. Good morning. Everybody, I feel like we're all missing out and we're not saying good morning, Sandman. Good morning. And we're not saying good morning to Jesus Christ. Can we all, from some point in our hearts, can we all just take a moment out of our days and just today, for a minute, think beyond ourselves a little bit, just a touch, just a morning, Laura. Uh, let's wish Jesus Christ a good morning. I know it's not morning. It will be when he realizes his, whatever mistake he's about to make, tonight. Obviously, we all wish him well. And if it does involve any of his friends, try not to be the 12th one. That's all I know. That's all I know. Good morning to the exception. Good morning. Let's see what I missed while I was cracking jokes about Jesus Christ. Good morning, Classic. Good morning, Cleany. Good morning, if I miss a lot of people. Good morning, Niffer. I miss people when I am mocking our Lord and Savior, that's for sure. Don't you miss people when you mock the Lord and Savior? Look, friends, I need you guys to, let's just do this. I'm gonna get the songs. We're gonna sing it out today. Sing one more time. That's a great song, by the way. Michael Bolton ruined the song. It's called Sing, and it's from the movie Sing, I think. I'm not sure. It might be like a different title to the song. Great, brilliant. I was like 94, I think I was 14, 15. Saturday morning, I wake up, I have this stupid paper route that my mom talked me into getting. I have no idea how I made any money on it. I didn't make any money. I made like $10 a week, and that was only because I think I took money out of people's mailboxes on accident. I don't know. I took money and never gave it to the paper guys, and the paper guys never broke my ankles. All right, so anyhow, I have no idea how you ever made money on a paper route as a kid. I just took the $2 that was and it had a note attached to it thank you for my Sunday paper, and I kept giving them a Sunday paper. They weren't even on the address list anymore. I got a new paper route every time I collected money for a paper route. Let's get to the song here. Hold on. Let's just do this. Working off this silly tab. Hold on. Good morning, friends that I haven't said good morning to. We're going to adjust the volumes here one second. For those of you that are like, what does he mean by that? Okay. Really, really bad. I don't like this this pad. I would be using my phone, but it's inside, so I don't want to do that. And I know that this is what's termed almost like dead space, dead air, like, because you're not really interacting. I'm not really interacting with you guys. I don't know, so I have to like keep making noise in kind of like an ASMR type way instead of actually doing what I should be doing, which is clickety click 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 into the next segment. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's what I want. That's exactly. Thank you, Google. I think you guys are gonna like this. I think. Let's do this. Okay. Let's say good morning to more people here before I go into this. Let's say good morning. We've got Niffer, we got Sandy, we got Blaster, we got Bill. Good morning, Bill. We got 5280, we got Rodman, we got Sue Littlemeyer, we got who else do we got going on here? Good morning, my friends. All right, we got Erica. Okay, here we go. This is for, I dedicate this song, this one. Who else do we have? We've got Captain Obvious. You know what? This is for Captain Obvious. I got this song is dedicated to Captain Obvious. She sent in her lovely little email yesterday and received the lovely little gift away. I said that right. Yesterday. So this is also. Let me let the dog in real quick. Hold on. He doesn't want to hear this. He doesn't want to adjust his volumes. All right. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. If I had a day that I could give you, I'd give you the day just like today. If I had a song that I could sing for you, I'd sing a song to make you feel this way. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me cry. High, almost always makes me high. Because I wanted to say cry, I read that wrong. If I had a tale that I could tell you, I'd tell a tale, oh, sure to make you smile. If I had a wish that I could wish for you, I'd make a wish for sunshine for all the while. Here we go, join in, you know the song. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always gets me high. Bring it in. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. Here we go. Sunshine almost all the time makes me high. Sunshine almost always. All right, that was fun. That was fun. Right? That was good, huh? That was a lot of fun. What's the next song here? What's the next song? That was that was a lot of fun. That came out of my mouth. That was fun. Good morning. Good morning, friends. That was a lot of fun. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Miss you guys. Miss you. Good morning. You guys are having a lot of fun. Let's have a lot of fun. Next song. This is dedicated to Kim. It's Kim here. Kim Golden Bolden. I need some emotes. Give me some emotes if Kim Golden Bolden's here. She is. If she isn't, this one is for her anyways. Kim, this is for you. And Mike. And Mike, obviously. Is Kim here? Kim, are you here? I see you. I see you right there. I see you with the little emote right there. Okay, Kim, hold on. This one's good. This one, you're gonna like this one. Hopefully I can see this one. I might need to adjust the brightness or something. Alright, me and yeah, alright. Got that. Let's go. Alright. Yeah. I think that'll work. Okay. Adjust your volumes if you like. I don't know. I'm not allowed to actually. Here we go. This one, that first song was Sunshine on My Shoulders by John Denver. That one was for Captain Obvious. Nice to meet you yesterday. Alright, this one's for Kim and MVP. Bustin' flat in Baton Rouge, waiting for a train. When it's, oh my god, I gotta go get my phone. I'm gonna go get my phone for this one. I'm not struggling with the vision on this one. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Why are we talking amongst ourselves? Oh, it's gonna suck even looking this way too. Alright. We'll deal with it though. Alright, here we go. For those of you that heard some of the lyrics, you know what's going on. Pay attention. I gotta look at this phone. We're outside, so the sun, it sucks ass. Let's try and get that brighter. Ooh, that's even brighter. Alright, it's even better. Here we go. Bustin' flat in Baton Rouge, waiting for a train. When I was faded near as faded as my jeans. When I was feeling near as faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed the diesel down just before it rained. They rode us all the way into New Orleans. Okay, wow, okay. I pulled my harpoon out my dirty red bandana, and I was playing soft while Bobby sang the blues, yeah. Windshield wipers slapping time, and I was holding Bobby's hand in mine. We sang every song that driver knew. And freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing, don't mean nothing, everything made free, yeah. Yeah, feeling good was easy, Lord, when he sang the blues. You know, feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and my Bobby McGee. Right? So if I try and do it in the regular voice, let's try and do it with the regular voice. From the Kentucky coal mine to the California sun. Yeah, Bobby shared the secrets of my soul. Through all kinds of weather, through everything we've done. Yeah, Bobby, baby, keep me from the cold. One day up near Sliding, Lord, I let him slip away. He's looking for that home, and I hope he finds it. But I'd trade all of my tomorrows for one single yesterday. To be holding Bobby's body next to mine. Right? And then you're like, okay, that's not how the song goes. You're like, but who really knows how the rest of that song? What you know is this part. Let's go. Gather in. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing. And all that Bobby left me, yeah. Well, feeling good was easy, Lord, when he sang the blues. Hey, feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and my Bobby McGee. Right, and then, okay, here we go. We'll let Kim get in, and then we'll kind of like do like a merry-go-round on this one, like la da da la da da. Right, so she'll start off with la da da la da da la da da la. Right, and then we come in la da da la da da la da. Right, and then MVP will come in with like la da da la da da la da da la da. Right, and then Sandman will come in with like la da da la 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 la. Right, and then we got Lord of the Line back here like la 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 la. Right, and then I'm like right next to her like, are you lying? Why is everybody lying? What the is going on here? Is this who? Am I supposed to la too? Why are we all lying? Right? Next song. Let's do the next song. That was for you, Kim. That was for you. Love you, my girl. Love you, my girl. You and MVP. That was for both of you. Let's do this. I think we know. I think we know that this is going to be the next song. I think we're all in sync. We're all in tune on. Of course, this is the next song. Okay. This is for Jesus Christ. Okay. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Was that I think that was the key. I think I just lost the key. Where's the key? I think I lost it. Is that the tune? I think I lost it. Ew. Alright, there it is. Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff and brought him strings and silver wax and other fancy stuff. Oh, Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Ah, see? I nailed it. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Together they would travel on a boat with billowed sail. Jackie kept a lookout perched on Puff's gigantic tail. Noble kings and princes would bow when there they came. Pirate ships would lower their flags when Puff roared out his name. Puff! And then the flag lowers down. Oh, Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Man, I like when you nail it, when you get right in there, you just kind of, yeah, all right. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in the land called Honolulu. A dragon lives forever, but not so little boys. painted wings and giant rings make way for other toys. One gray night it happened. Jackie Paper came no more, and Puff, that mighty dragon, he ceased his fearless roar. Where's Jackie? I miss Jackie. Where's Jackie? I miss the little kid. Where's the little kid? Where'd he go? I used to be Puff the Magic Dragon. Now I'm just Puff. I'm not even magic anymore. He won't even believe in Santa. He doesn't believe. Says the Easter Bunny is a made-up concoction in order to just eat into some kind of Easter. Is it Easter? I used to be Puff the Magic Dragon. Next song. All right. Next song. The next song. Next song. There's no dedication for this song. You know how like you think you know how a song goes, and then like the song goes, and you're like, that's not how the song goes. I don't know how the song goes. All my bags are packed, ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking. It's early morn. The taxi's waiting. He's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. So many times I've let you down. So many times I've played around, and I tell you now they don't mean a thing. Every place I go, I'll think of you. Every song I sing, I'll sing for you. And when I come back, I'll bring your wedding ring. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. Now the time has come to leave you. One more time, let me kiss you. Close your eyes, I'll be on my way. Dream about days to come when I won't have to leave alone. About the times I won't have to say, oh, kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. It's like the Neil Diamond version of it is really what's going on here. Okay? 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. Yeah. That's all I had. We could do more, but that's really all I had planned. I had 4 songs right there. I had it all let me go plug my phone back in, and then I gotta grab a giveaway, and we're gonna do a little giveaway here. So, give me a moment to, talk amongst yourselves. Let me give you a topic. Why are we talking amongst ourselves? Oh, hold on. Alright, that was a lot of fun. Let's get back to it. We have good evening, good morning, good afternoon, however you're watching this and however you're following along. Bill says he can smell numbers. That's gross. Nature sounds so peaceful. I'm on doesn't it? Like, you're out here, and it's like a lot better than just being cacophonous inside, just hearing like steps and like, what's he going to grab now? Anyhow, let's see. That was a lot of fun. Thank you guys, for being here and letting me do that to you. And here we go. Let's see. Best part of your day, Captain Obvious. I hope that's great. I love it. I'm glad I can be a part of the best part of your day. So kiss me and smile for me, and never let me go, 'cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. I had a friend of mine tell me that I sound better when I'm trying not to sound good. And I was like, what do you mean by that? And then I instinctively knew what she meant by that. I was like, oh yeah, that makes absolute sense. You know? So it's totally true. Like, a lot of people sound a lot better, when they're not trying to sound good. So, because you get that sense of like, oh, wait, I can hit that note. I can hit that high register. Like whatever. So, we're gonna do the dice today. The dice. We're gonna do the dice today. We're doing. We've got the tens. All right, so we got 10, 20, 30, 40, blah 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 blah, and then we've got the ones. So we got blah 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 blah, right? And then we're gonna roll this, and then what do we? Don't you dare! Don't anybody! Don't you dare! Don't anybody! Okay? Don't anybody. If you do, then I don't care. All right. But what are we going for? We're going for. Look, it's really I'm clearing. So I got like 4 of these damn things. What the hell is this? Hold on. Let's just do this. What is that? I don't know what that is. Some kind of a weird thing. At least 2 years old, maybe a year old, maybe 2 years old. Who knows what that is? All right. So let's roll the dice here. We got the die. We've got bing, 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 bing. Alright, we've got roll the die. Boom. Oh, that's a good number. It's 1 through 100. Give me a number 1 through 100. 1 through 100. Alright, folks, let's get this going. Alright, we're gonna sing some numbers till we get the number. We've got an 8. 8. Jody says 8. We've got a 45. We've got a 72. We've got an alternator. An alternator. 37, 42. Coming in 61. 69. 21. We got Morning Sandman. We got Kimberly saying 29. We got. Look here, Green Killer. You win. Alright, you win, Green Killer. You win. Hold on. Let me show you, Green Killer. You win. You got 11. Woo! You got 11. Bow! You got 11. Bow! You got 11. And we shortened the song. It was a short number song. I thought maybe I would have to go for a little while there. Green Killer, you win, my friend. Congratulations, Green Killer. Congratulations, Green Killer. Congratulations. End the game. Stop throwing numbers at me. I don't want to read any more of your stupid numbers. Alright? Kidding. Sorta. Green Killer, follow along, follow the directions from Herbie and/or Derek Anderson and/or anybody else that's paying attention. Maybe Nerd, I don't know. Kim, maybe, I don't know. Follow the directions, hit us up somewhere. Let us know, and where to get a hold of you. Maybe not even get a hold of you. Where can we just like accidentally, whoop, you know what I mean? Where can we, I don't know what happened to this. I don't know. Alright, let's get that to wherever. Alright, you tell us where to send this and we'll get that there. So, thank you for playing along, Green Killer. Dice will be back next time. Look here, folks. I'm going to take a drink of this. Here, do. And then I'm going to leave you again. I'm going to go grab one more thing because we can't dabble. We can't dibble-dabble-dooble without the dabble. So let me go get the dabble. And then we can dibble as we dooble together. Alright, well, whatever. That was so silly. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. We got the dabble. If anybody's like, what's going on? Why are we doing this? Who is this? Those are good questions. Those are really good questions, and I hope you get them answered. As for the rest of us, we know, don't we? Yep. Our furniture should be here today. And so, Pops is up in the lookout tower, the crow's nest, the high nest, he's up in the mast, like looking, like waiting, like hoping to see land. Like, he's like, I don't know if the moving vans know exactly where we are, so I'm gonna shoot a flare the next time I see like an Amazon van. And I don't think I'm like, Pops, are they delivering things in an Amazon van to us? And he's like, no, I figure any Amazon van probably has, a connection to any other moving van. I'm like, I don't think that's how it works, Pops. I don't think that's how it works. Alright, yesterday, I didn't read ahead. Yesterday, we got into some pretty sketchy political territory, and I didn't really read ahead in order to kind of like absorb any of the things that we may or may not have talked about yesterday. Not that, and even as I was reading some of the stuff we were learning about yesterday, I was like, you know what, man, I gotta trust the audience. I gotta trust the process, and there's no, you gotta have balls when you're learning, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna learn some crazy stuff, you gotta learn the history of a lot of bad stuff in order to make sure that the future, the good stuff, keeps going. So, we learned about friggin' nationalism yesterday, so yikes. That was crazy. And the evils of it, and, focusing in and on yourself. Like, the twisting of non-colonialism. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, alright, well, if we can't hurt everybody else, then we're just gonna make sure we're gonna hurt ourselves. Like, ugh, gross. So gross. Alright. In this version of political knowledging, knowing that we're gonna be doing, after we dibble-dabble, it's dibble-dabble-dibble, we've been reading from this book called the Politics book. We're getting into it. We're right about the time. Is that right? 2034? Sorry, my eyesight. Right about the right time. We've been getting into this book for a few months, and we're not getting political, we're learning. If we get political while we're learning, we're just getting in the way. It's not about being political, it's about learning. And so that's why I don't think we should ever have any problems with learning. I needed to read ahead and put things into context better than just making jokes. And so that's my fault. Some of this stuff is pretty important and it's pretty intense. So here we go. Still dabble double first. Jeez Louise. You gotta hit it 5 times, then it turns on, and you gotta do the thing, and then it's like the whole ritual of the thing, and it's so stupid. Who does any of these things anymore? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Was that the Waz, by the way? Good morning, Waz. Dibble. See, Waz, everybody loves you. Streety, is that you, Streety? Dabble. Good morning, Streety. Streety's here for the book. Streety doesn't want to hear any of the damn songs. He's like, man, I hope he's done singing right now. I don't even like Bobby McGee. Janis Joplin's overrated. I heard that, Streety. I heard that from you. And he's like, she kind of is. Well, no. No. One more. Streety never said that. Streety never said that out loud, okay? Not once did he ever say that out loud. Alright? Alright. Government has but a choice of evils. Jeremy Bentham. So we've gotten around to learning about a lot of aspects of government and a lot of aspects of humans trying to govern humans, and it's like we're all kind of screwed trying to govern each other because there's no accounting for ambition. Someone's gonna want more at some point in humanity, and it's how do you deal with someone else wanting more than what you have? Somebody's gonna want more than what you have, and how do you deal with that? And so here's Jeremy Bentham going, the government has but a choice of evils. The idea that government has but a choice of evils runs through the work of English philosopher Jeremy Bentham. From as early as 1769, when he was a young trainee lawyer, to the end of his life 50 years later, when he had become a hugely influential figure in British and European political thought. The year 1769, Bentham wrote half a century later, was a most interesting year. At the time, he was reading the works of philosophers such as Montesquieu, Beccaria, and Voltaire. Beccaria. Beccaria, Beccaria, and Voltaire. All forward-thinking leaders of the Continental Enlightenment. But it was the work of 2 British writers, David Hume and Joseph Priestley, that set off great sparks of revelation in young Bentham's mind. In An Inquiry Concerning Human Understanding, 1748, Hume says that one way to distinguish good and bad is by usefulness. A good quality is only really good if it is put to good use. But for the sharp, no-nonsense lawyer Bentham, this was still too vague. What if you consider usefulness, or utility, to be the only moral quality? What if you decide whether an action is good or not entirely by its usefulness, by whether it produces a good effect? Crucially, whether it makes people happier or not. Oh, you know what I'm smelling? I'm smelling that lady that makes you like throw half your house out, because it's like, if this doesn't make you happy, get rid of it. Like, come on. Here we go. Looked at in this way, all morality is at root about creating happiness and avoiding misery. Any other description is an unnecessary elaboration, or worse, a deliberate veiling of the truth. Religions are often guilty of this obfuscation, Bentham says, but so too are those high-flown political idealists who assert people's rights and so miss the point that it is all really about making people happy. I just want Kim to be happy. I want Streety to be happy. I want, if Janis Joplin was alive, Streety would want Janis Joplin to be happy, overrated or not. This is true, Bentham argues, not just on a personal and moral level, but on a public and political level too. And if both private morality and public policy are reduced to this simple aim, everyone can agree. And men and women of goodwill can work together to achieve the same end. So what then is a happy, useful outcome? Bentham is a realist and accepts that even the best action produces some bad along with the good. If one child has 2 sweets, another has 1 and a third has none, the fairest action for the children's parents would be to take a sweet from the child with 2 and give it to the one with none. This still leads to the children losing a sweet. Similarly, any government action would work to the advantage of some, but the disadvantage of others. For Bentham, such actions should be judged according to the following criterion. An action is good if it produces more pleasure than pain. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Reading Priestley's An Essay on the First Principles of Government, 1768, sparked off the second great revelation of 1769 for Bentham. He draws from Priestley the idea that a good act is one that produces the greatest happiness for the greatest number. In other words, it's all about arithmetic. Politics can be simplified to one question: does it make more people happy than it makes sad? Bentham developed a mathematical method which he called felicific calculus. Felicific, F-E-L-I-C-I-F-I-C, calculus, spelled dumb math. I'm kidding. I never got it. I got into pre-calc and it's like, no. To work out whether a government act produced more happiness or less. This dude had equations. This dude had geometrical proofs. This is where the idea that government has but a choice of evils comes in. Any law is a restriction on human liberty, argues Bentham. An interference with the individual's freedom to act completely as he or she wants. I'm wearing a hat right now. I don't know. I was going to make a point and it just like skipped my brain. Therefore, every law is necessarily an evil. Maybe I want to drive 110 miles an hour. My car can't get to 110 miles an hour, but what if I wanted to? But doing nothing may also be an evil. The decision rests on the arithmetic. The new law can be justified if and only if it does more good than harm. Look, you can't even get your vehicle up to 110. Why should we have... You can't even get up to 60. He likens government to a doctor who should only intervene if he is sure the treatment will do more good than harm. An apt analogy for Bentham's time, when doctors frequently made patients more ill by bleeding them, draining some of their blood in an attempt to clear out disease. They used to do leeches and stuff, and like panning, ugh, like wackadoo stuff. When deciding the punishment for a criminal, for instance, the lawmaker must take into account not just the direct effects of the mischief, but the secondary effects too. A robbery does not just harm the victim, but creates alarm in the community. The punishment must also make the robber worse off, so that it outweighs any profit he gained by committing the crime. You know, like, I'm going to go steal something and I'm going to store it away. Well, I'm going to make you pay a fine 10 times what it is you stored away. Whoop, got him. Bentham extended his idea into the field of economics, endorsing the view of Scottish economist Adam Smith, who argued that markets work best without government restrictions. Since Bentham's time, many people have used his warning to lawmakers as a justification for hands-off government, for scaling back bureaucracy, and for deregulation. His views have been used as an argument in favor of a conservative government that avoids introducing new laws, especially new laws that try to change people's behavior. However, Bentham's arguments also have far more radical implications. Governments cannot stand still until everyone is infinitely happy, which will never happen. This means there is always work to do. Just as most people continue to search for happiness throughout their lives, governments must constantly strive to make ever more people happy. Bentham's moral arithmetic highlights not just the benefits of happiness, but its cost. It makes it clear that for someone to be happy, someone else may have to pay a price. For a rich few to live in comfort, for instance, many others must live in discomfort. Each person only counts as one until, in Bentham's sum, only counts as one unit in Bentham's sum of happiness. This means that the imbalance is immoral, and it is every government's duty to continually work to address the situation. Alright, so what he's saying is like, it's arithmetic, but every one in that number is you, is me, is our neighbor, is the guy driving past us, is the guy working, down the street. Every one person in this equation is a human. So there's an inherent morality to this that we have to worry about. That's what Bentham is saying. It's like, as mathematically direct and impersonal as all of these are, there's still a morality to it because it's humans. Alright. So how can rulers be persuaded to spread the wealth when that would be seen to make them less happy? The answer, Bentham argues, is more democracy, meaning the extension of the franchise. If rulers fail to increase human happiness for the greatest number, they get voted out at the next election. In a democracy, politicians have a vested interest in increasing happiness for the majority to ensure they are re-elected. While other thinkers from Rousseau to Paine were pushing for democracy as a natural right, without which a man is denied his humanity, Bentham argued for it entirely pragmatically, as a means to an end. The idea of natural laws and rights is, to Bentham, nothing more than nonsense on stilts. Yeah, all right, sure, you got a freedom there. All right, sure, go vote. With their costs and benefits, profit and loss, Bentham's arguments for extending vote rights appealed to hard-nosed British industrialists and businessmen. The rising new power base in the Industrial Revolution, in a way that no amount of idealism and talk of man's natural rights could. Bentham's down-to-earth utilitarian arguments helped to shift Britain toward parliamentary reform and liberalism in the 1830s. Today, a Benthamite approach is a useful everyday benchmark for public policy decisions, encouraging governments to consider whether each policy is, on balance, good for the majority of people. However, there are some real problems with Bentham's ideal-free recipe of utilitarianism. The English author Charles Dickens hated the new breed of utilitarians that followed Bentham and satirized them mercilessly, in his novel Hard Times, depicting them as killjoys, stamping on the imagination and sapping the human spirit with their insistence on reducing life to hard facts. It is not a picture that Bentham, a deeply empathetic man, would necessarily recognize, but it was a clear reference to his reduction of every issue to arithmetic. One recurring criticism of Bentham's idea is that it encourages scapegoating. The greatest happiness principle can permit huge injustices if the overall effect is general happiness. After a terrible terrorist incident, for instance, the police are under great pressure to find the perpetrators. The general population will be much happier and the alarm will subside if the police arrest anyone who appears to fit the bill, even if they are not actually the guilty party. Following Bentham's argument, some critics claim, it is morally acceptable to punish the innocent if their suffering is outweighed by an increase in the happiness of the general population. Supporters of Bentham can get around this problem by saying that the general population would be unhappy to live in a society in which innocent people are made into scapegoats. But that issue only arises if the population finds out the truth. If the targeting of scapegoats is kept secret, it would appear justified, according to Bentham's logic. We're coming up with great ideas, and then we're twisting them. That's what we like to do. We're humans, man. Woo! Wackadoo human. Silly. Who won this again? Who won that again? That was someone. You got the 11. Boy, oh boy, I don't remember who won that. Who got that? Who won that? Green Killer. Thank you, Neframama. Thank you. Green Killer. Make sure you get into that. Get into that. And get in, send us so that was good. That was I know you did, Jesus Christ. You won. I mean, you won. You never even played. That's Jesus Christ for you, I guess. So well, let me take another swag of this. We got through that. We're hitting some pretty interesting sections lately, so alright. Take another drink of this and then I don't know, we'll do a quick little Q&A. And then we'll get the hell out of here. I love you guys. It's been a good day. Alright, let's do a Q&A. Real quick. Little 5-minute Q&A. By Q&A, what's probably going to happen is I'll put the camera down, I'll just run around the block, and then you guys will be like, where the hell, what's going on? And then I'll like run back and like, you know, like, I don't want to do that though. That's a dumb Q&A. Anybody got questions? Deborah Pearl, good morning. Deborah's here, good morning. Oh my gosh. Joe's here, good morning. Good morning. Can we see the yard? Yeah, 1 second here. 1 second. Boom. 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 What's this? What's this? There's something in the air. No, we're not doing that yet. We're not doing that. It's our side yard. Right? That's my little area there. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, shka, boom, boom, shka. What? Wow. Right? That's a big ass yard. That's the garage, and then right there is a little garden area. And I have apparently there's some Japanese asparagus growing there, so that's the yard. That's the yard. Eric Anderson, thanks for asking. Thank you for asking. I think Pops would be proud to show that off. So much room, Hage. Yes, absolutely. You can stick a tent in here. That tree, hopefully it'll I don't know, maybe if it stays Charlie Brown, even if it does. Now we have a tree to decorate for Christmas. That'll be fun. Japanese asparagus, the Hoda, Hoda, the Hoda, I think. Ruffy can, yes he can, Jesus Christ. Looks like a prime spot to do some garden. Absolutely. I was thinking about doing some gardening. You know, I've always loved like playing in the dirt. So it's Laura Divine, can I come camp? Yeah, absolutely, dude. There's like so much room. I don't know if we can. I think you might be able to get your car in. You can drive your car in. Hold on, let's see. Like right there with the dirt. Sorry for the dirty finger. I took a. It's not that dirty. Anyhow, there's a fence that can swing out, and then we can get your car in, and then we bring your car. I really like how the camera's focusing in and out. Okay, so that's yeah. You can come camp, obviously, Lord of Mine. Just leave the bears at home, okay? Just leave the bears at home. I don't need 3 bears like pounding around this house, okay? Not at all. All right, I've got enough troubles with me pounding around this house. I don't need bears doing that. So keep that in mind, all right? All right? Show a little courtesy next time, Lord of Mine. I'm kidding. Oh, God. Those bears are scary. Did you see Ruff when he was like, I don't get the bears? And when it's like, Ruff, that bear would like swipe at you and like kill you immediately. And it's like, I don't want. You know? Anyhow. Goldilocks is absolutely allowed. I think we all learned a little bit. Wasn't Goldilocks like an old lady last we all learned? I think she was. You know what? I'm gonna dibble dabble. I want you to scroll me out. Let's get the hell out of here, folks. I'm making stuff up. We've got our nice little Q&A. We showed the yard. I actually didn't answer any questions, so that was great. And that's always a good, successful Q&A. is when you don't answer a single question. So I'd like to dedicate this Q&A to government efficiency. Let's dedicate it to government efficiency. You know, like you try. So scroll me out and do it out of here. Dibble. Alright, the dabble. That's a good dabble. That's a good double. Oh, that's a good double. All right, let's go out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's go. Let's scroll. Let's see what we're gonna. You know when your mouth waters because you just got. All right, let's start with. Let's go with. Let's start with. Let's go. Let's go with Laura Devine says she's got bear pics on her land. Lord, I swear to God, Lord, you leave the bears at home. If you come here, you leave those bears alone. All right, Bill D with the emote. Love you, my guy. Jesus Christ, Brock, can you jump on the fence and randomly hug strangers? Yes, I can. Catzilla, have a great day. Oh, you too, Catzilla, have a great day. SSW, Bill D, good to see you. Good to see you. Sandman, I'm gonna try nerdy to put my Patreon towards that. Okay. That seems like a conversation. Okay. Classic, got it. It's been wonderful to be here this morning, guys. Thank you, Classic. Sunshine on my shoulders, right? It's a good song. Different Mama, everyone have a beautiful day. You too, Different Mama. Everyone, where we, Ruff doesn't give a, absolutely. He's sweet, but he's a savage, but that's totally true. We've got, Hilda, what the hell? Yeah, exactly. Clean Grove, love, peace, and mud grease, people, you too, cleaning. Bill D, SSW, you too, Sandman, love you crew, have a beautiful day. Joe D, thanks, SSW, and everything, completely extracted. That's great. Can't wait to yell, LOL, Jesus Christ, CMA, Paces 420 with the emotes. And Kimberly Bolden, christening the new place, absolutely. Shanti, Michael Patterson, and with Shanti Brockman crew later. Bill D, have a great night. JC, bro, what the fuck is it? It doesn't matter what it is. It's here we are. Herbie with the Herm Puff. You know, Derek Anderson, thank you, Brock, and everything for an awesome morning. Love you all. Have tomorrow. Have a great day. You too. With the Dawn File with the emotes and the next card. Jesus he loves you too. Trent, thank you. We have a great everyone. You too, Trent. SSW Bill D, sadly with the motorcycle. Vroom. All right, whatever. All right, see you, Little Maya. Have a great day, everyone, with the emotes, and love you too. Calico Kid, have a great day. Nerd Nature, love you, fam. Super fun and early of your day, Bill D. Stealth, this is secret cult meeting, absolutely. SSW, thank you, Rockstar. Thank you, everyone. We have a great Monday with everybody. Have a great Wednesday, Brock and T Crew Mush, absolutely. Wycliffe, hi, just joined the stream. I apologize for what you may or may not have seen today. Come back tomorrow. It will be completely different, probably. It'll at least be inside. Jesus Christ, I don't. Okay. Notorious, have a great day, everyone. YouTube page, have a good day, everyone. YouTube, Sarah Bear, make it a wonderful Wednesday. YouTube, Never Mama, Will D, Herbie with the Michael, and Sarah Bear, last day of school. Right on, man. That's until what, like spring vacation? Oh boy, Lord of mine loves. Hugs! Oh, you can't do that, Lord. It's always you. It's always you, Lord. All right, we'll get to there. Kim Bolden, have a great hump day. You too, Kim Bolden. And classic with the classic hunter and the Catzilla with the emotes and the 5280 with the emotes and the crew and the Jodies and the here we go in the SSW and the Herbie and the exception. Have a beautiful day, rockin' and crew. Looking forward to visiting the new place. Yeah. All right. I'm bringing like the 80s. Yeah. We built this city. We built it. Okay. We got Herbie Von Werby and Kimberly Bowden. Okay. And then the Schnizzle. Fire Summit. Jesus Christ. Derek Anderson. Never Mama. SSW Custom Sewing Jodies. Right, and then we've got Never Mama. Herbie Von Werby, Kirby Bop. Alright, we're done. Okay, we're done. I just want to say, bears need hugs too, okay? So I want you to think of, like, the one bear that you know that needs a hug. Maybe it's the Teddy Ruxpin that you threw away when you were a child. Because you're like, you know what, I don't even know where the video, I don't know where the, I don't know where the, I don't know where the cassette tapes are. Like, Teddy doesn't have a voice anymore. You know, maybe it's the teddy bear that you decorated in class, you know, in art class, you know, back in the early 90s when, like, the little baby teddy bear toys, you know, were a big thing, little craft bears, you know, and then, like, it was before, like, they made, like, an actual store where you could go and look at craft bears and just craft a bear in the craft bear store, and then take your crafted bear from the craft bear store and hand that to someone and go, this is my craft bear from a craft bear store. Would you like my craft bear? And I'm like, well, yeah, I would love your craft bear crafted at a craft bear store. Yeah, that would be great. And so now, like, you looked at your craft bear and you're like, didn't I make this when I was in 3rd grade? But now someone paid to make this at a craft bear store. But you made this when you were in 3rd grade. It's the greatest sham in the world. I want you to think of all the teddy bears. I want you to think of all the bears. I want you to think of, like, Smokey the Bear. Not Smokey the Bear. No, that's the one that got me. It's Smokey Bear. Where'd the go? I don't know. You know, it's Smokey the Bear. I want you to think of Smokey Bear. I want you to think of the Berenstain Bears. The Berenstain Bears. We're not even doing the Mandela effect. I want you to think of both of them. I want you to think of them. I want you to think of them. Okay? They both need to be a part of this. I want you to think of all the bears. I want you to think of, like, even, like, the weird bears that live next to you, okay? I want you to think of them too, alright? They're nice. Alright, they take their trash out. They bring it back in. It's fine. Alright, I want you to think of any bear possible. Alright? And keep them away from Laura Devine while we do this hug. Alright? You put your left hand here. You put your right hand here. Seriously, she's going to want to, like, talk to all of them. And then you put your left hand here. Alright? And then you put your right hand right here. And it's like, you just don't put her anywhere near a bear, okay? Like, she will talk. Alright, and then, like, she'll try and give them a ride down to, like, 7-Eleven. And it's like, can you stop taking the bears to 7-Eleven? Knock it off. Alright, they can walk. Alright? On the count of 3, let's hug it out to all the bears. And let's just, you know, make sure Laura's, like, over there and the bears are over there, okay? Just, alright, 3, 2, 1. No, seriously, that's a good hug right there already. Like, see, I'm hugging a bear, you're hugging a bear, we're hugging each other, you know, like, someone's on a paw, you know, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, that feels good, you know, like, hey, don't roar while I'm hugging you, though. That makes it feel, like, a little awkward. And we're not trying to feel awkward, we're just trying to, like, you know, hug each other and, like, make sure that everybody, like, feels secure, you know, and it's like, you know, if you get a hug, you give a hug, you know, like, you give a hug, you get a hug, you know, it's like, if I'm giving a hug, then I'm getting a hug, and if I'm getting a hug, then I'm giving a hug, you know, you give a hug to get, I'm just saying, man, alright, these are things you can do, you know, happily, with the bear, happiness, we learned about happiness! Go hug a bear. That should make you happy. What the hell?